Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Now, some of you may recall that back in the beginning of 2018, a major news network was showing people how to buy XRP. They gave a live tutorial on national television. There's a separate article days before XRP hit its all-time high, and now they've all but abandoned anything having to do with XRP. They won't even hardly talk about the damn SEC v. Ripple lawsuit, which is the biggest non-fraud lawsuit the SEC has brought in decades, arguably. And they just pretend like it doesn't exist effectively. Well, Attorney John Deaton had some comments on this very topic that I'm going to be sharing with you. And I also want to share with you this story just because it's fun. We'll keep things a little bit. In the video is something a little more lighthearted anyway. This is from the Crypto Basic. Ripple CEO takes a leaf from Elon Musk's playbook in response to a joke. And there's some really funny stuff as a result of this. I was literally lulling right before recording this latest Moon Lambo Hot Jam. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice. And you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. So look at this tweet from the official CNBC account, which currently has 4.8 million followers. I don't know how many they had back in 2018, but this tweet is from January 2nd, 2018. That is 2 days before XRP hit its all-time high, close to $4. And here's the tweet. How to buy Ripple, one of the hottest Bitcoin competitors. So like they're telling you how to buy Ripple. Oh, you mean XRP? Oh, like they don't even know what it's called, and they're like encouraging people effectively to buy it, which I just find to be comical and stupid. And look, XRP is my favorite cryptocurrency, my largest holding. But I gotta admit, like having a live tutorial of how to do this on television, which I'll highlight in just a second, it's a bit strange. It is a little bit weird. So, but yeah, here's the headline. How to buy XRP, one of the hottest Bitcoin competitors. If you thought Bitcoin was hot, maybe you should learn about XRP. It's another cryptocurrency that has been rocketing in popularity lately. It was created by a company named Ripple. So already there, they don't know what they're talking about. Ripple did not exist when XRP was created, but whatever. While it was trading at around 20 cents a few months ago, it's now worth more than $2.25 for a coin. Let's pause right there. Not just a few months ago. It was trading at 20 cents about 2 weeks before that. So they got that wrong too. XRP is a little different than many other popular cryptocurrencies because it was created by a private, for-profit company that is still the biggest individual of the company of the currency. That's just so many inaccuracies. But they sure are going to make sure you know how to buy it. They don't know what they're talking about even. It's just kind of, I think it's funny. Take a look at this headline from Cointelegraph. I've bought all that Ripple. CNBC airs bizarre live tutorial on buying XRP. And look, again, I gotta admit, it is a little bit strange that this happened. And this was on stories from January 8th, and I think this actually happened the day before. So XRP was already on the way back down after hitting its all-time high near $4. And they're telling millions of people how to buy it, which is just interesting. U.S. mainstream media network CNBC has caused a stir after airing a step-by-step tutorial on how to buy Ripple on Poloniex. In what would previously have been an unlikely format for the broadcaster, host Brian Kelly used screens of the Poloniex order book to guide consumers through the process of specifically acquiring Ripple's XRP token. He then performed a live spot trade in which he converted around 3 Bitcoin to XRP. I've bought all that Ripple, that's how easy and fast it is, Kelly commented. And that resulted in Anthony Pompliano sharing a video clip. I'm not going to play the clip itself, but here you can see that's Brian Kelly on national television doing this. And he says, LOL, CNBC is showing people how to use the internet to buy Ripple. Literally click-by-click tutorial followed by, that's how easy it is. This is so insane. Now, Attorney Deaton referenced that and shared some thoughts on this. Because they've been noticeably absent. CNBC has been noticeably absent since pretty much the beginning of this lawsuit. The lawsuit barely getting a mention, and I think I know why that is, and I think John Deaton knows why that is as well. So check this out. John Deaton wrote the following. Brian Kelly, you've been in crypto from the start, and I've always respected and enjoyed your input. I have to say that I am very disappointed in CNBC's Fast Money and CNBC regarding the Ripple XRP case. You will recall that you showed viewers how to buy XRP on Fast Money with Melissa Lee. Your How to Buy XRP segment was in January 2018. I'm not suggesting that you did anything wrong. You didn't. Yeah, and by the way, I'll just pause. I'm not saying that they did anything wrong. I'm just saying that it's unlikely and a little bit weird. That's all I mean by that. It's not like I'm not, it's not like I'm unhappy it happened even. I mean, if you're going to introduce XRP to way more people, then okay, cool. So I hope that wasn't, I hope the way I've been, covering this didn't give anybody the wrong impression. Like, they can do whatever they want. I'm just saying no matter what, it's weird and kind of funny. Like, it just is. I think that's okay, right? Anyway, Attorney Deaton continues. You even commented yourself that XRP is not a security. As you know, the SEC sued Ripple in December 2020, but the SEC doesn't limit the allegations to Ripple sales. The SEC alleges all XRP are securities, including secondary market sales independent of Ripple. In other words, the SEC claims that the viewers who watched you demonstrate how to buy XRP and then went ahead and bought XRP purchased illegal securities. You and I both know that it is an outrageous argument to make. If successful, it would allow the SEC to regulate an entire crypto ecosystem, exchanges, vendors, retail holders, etc. Even though CNBC literally showed viewers how to buy XRP and, according to the SEC, encouraged people to buy illegal securities, CNBC has ignored the plight of those same viewers and has refused to cover this story. I can only assume it is because Jay Clayton, a CNBC contributor, was the chairman who dropped this case on his last full day, as he was literally walking out the SEC's door forever and was surrounded by conflicts of interest, etc. I realize it's not your call, but it's shameful. And so pause to think about this. And that's why I know it's easy to see why people are offended by this. So you prop up XRP, helping people purchase it, learn how to purchase it near its all-time high, via articles, at least one article, and on live television. And then when the SEC comes after it, and maybe they did take some of your advice and they did purchase XRP, and then it's allegedly a purchase of an unregistered security, and then you guys are just silent about it. It's just unfortunate. So even if it's not Brian Kelly's call, and I've always thought Brian Kelly's been fine. It's not like I follow the stuff that he reports on intensely, but he's always seemed fine to me. It's just unfortunate that this network did what it did, allowed what it allowed several years ago, and now they've just gone silent. That's not right. But I'm with Deaton, and I've said this before too. I think the reason we're seeing what we're seeing which is to say about nothing, is because Jay Clayton's there. He's a contributor now. He's a paid contributor at CNBC. So yeah, of course they don't want to, put him in the hot seat. They asked him like a question about this, I think one time ever, and that was it. It was a softball one. They didn't dig at anything. Okay, so then there's this from the Crypto Basic. Ripple CEO takes a leaf from Elon Musk's playbook in response to a joke. And so you may recall that that Elon Musk responded. He wrote to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, and all he wrote was "no way" in response to Brad Garlinghouse talking about the fact that the SEC actually did finally send the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass emails and speech drafts. And Brad Garlinghouse said publicly that, what's in here effectively will shock you when we're finally able to release it. And they can't yet, unfortunately, at the SEC's insistence. But it says when this is all out and sees the light of day, it's going to shock you. And it's just shameful what they have done. And so Elon Musk sarcastically responded to Brad Garlinghouse and said, "No way." Like, it's so hard to believe that the SEC is a shady, awful piece of crap organization, because Elon Musk hates the SEC. They went after him and he ended up settling for like $40 million. I talked about that the other day. So he clearly does not like that. Now, Brad Garlinghouse played it cool by not responding to Elon Musk. But he did respond to XRP The Standard Productions. I'm sure many of you are familiar with XRP The Standard Productions. I'm a fan. It's basically like The Onion, but for the XRP community. And so XRP The Standard Productions wrote the following while tagging Brad Garlinghouse on Twitter and said, "In real life, XRPP has a much better beard than Brad Garlinghouse, but I would never say that in public." And Brad Garlinghouse responded to that and simply wrote, "No way." So the exact same comment from Elon Musk. And that was funny enough, but it actually gets a little bit better. So David Schwartz responded to that and wrote, "I agree. There is just no way. Brad's beard is one of the wonders of the modern world." And apparently his beard gets talked about a lot, because David Schwartz shared one of his own tweets from March 6th of last year and wrote, "They couldn't put Brad Garlinghouse on Mount Rushmore because the granite wasn't hard enough to properly render his beard." I was like, okay, that's funny. And then we max out right here This is from Crypto Cowboy on Twitter, who said, I think it's possible. And there you got David Schwartz, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson on Mount Rushmore next to a crying Gary Gensler. So when I saw that one, I saw it right before I recorded. I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to share that. I like the crying Gensler next to the Ripple folks. You got to love it. I don't know. It's just funny. It's just something lighthearted and fun. I just thought I'd share it with you. Hopefully you found it as funny as I did. I'll go ahead and wrap up here, though. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.